We're almost at the end of this beautiful Podim conference. This time, it's not Diane and it's not Urban, because I have a special mission. Now, namely, there is someone, not just one, actually, couple of people that we have to mention, because they are so very important in our Podim conference, and we didn't introduce them yet. This is the team behind the scenes. Those are people who are actually taking care of us. They are our motivation, our inspiration, and also taking care of social and customer support and startup support. And we just have to talk about them too. So, Clement, Melissa, Leia, Carmen, Nika, you were here with us the whole 3 days, really supporting us, so thank you very much. Thank you for being with us and a part of a team. And because Clement, you're the closest to me, I would ask you a question just to see how you're feeling, what was your work, because you were responsible for startups, right? So tell me, let's call you a startup manager, and how is it to work with startups, Clement?
Yeah, so it was my first year at Podim, and I was amazed at all the talent, all the ideas I was able to see and work with. Every startup is something new, something exciting, and the diversity of their product is, unbelievable. Even though the event was online this year, the atmosphere and the energy these startups bring is amazing. So I hope everybody enjoys the final of the pitching competition.
Yes, we're close to that, yeah?
We're very close.
So, to make it short, you are satisfied?
I'm very satisfied.
We are satisfied with you too. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Okay, and now let me go to Carmen. You will stand up so that we can see you. Carmen, you were responsible for social and customer support. You were doing an excellent job. Tell me, how is the impression of Podim and the whole team and us? Were you satisfied with us?
Yes, very satisfied with the whole team, the technical crew. It was very intense in the last 3 days. Everything didn't go by the plan, but that's the beauty of life, isn't it?
Yeah, it's how to improvise, right?
Yes, yes.
And you did a really great job. Tell me, I saw you all working with us, yoga, doing facial yoga, doing, all the exercises. That was something special too, right?
Yes, yes. It's something we need also in our offices every day. So yeah, it was very useful too.
Okay. Are you satisfied with your team?
I'm proud of my team, very.
This is coming from the heart,
yes,
right?
Yes.
Yeah. Thank you all the guys, of course, for being with us. Again, for giving us the support. We're so grateful to have you here. Thank you. And now, since we are coming to the end of this conference, I have a special guest. That is the guest that was also with us yesterday, Jernej Lube. Hello.
Hi, Anita. Hello.
So nice to have you back.
Thank you for the invitation.
Especially because you come with wine.
Yes, usually the wine is with me and I'm with wine. Yes.
I'm always happy to see you, but I also like wine, so you understand that. Okay.
Yes, of course.
It is a special day today. Actually,
Yes.
we are coming, we're closely to at the end of the conference. And when we're doing something as big as this conference, and then at the end we have a pitching, and we have finalists, and we will have a winner, it is usually the time to celebrate.
Yes.
And I see that you have brought some wine that is really the right thing to do at
Great
celebration.
for celebration and for the beginnings and ends.
Yeah.
So I have brought 2 sparkling wines today. So the first one is nice and classical sparkling wine made with classical method, and the second one is something special, something a little bit unusual.
Okay.
It's a Pétillant Naturel, natural sparkling wine, which we will try at the end. And but we will start with a nice classical bottle of Chipon sparkling wine. So it's again our local variety. It comes from a reputable cellar with 800 years of winemaking tradition. And this is what we will toast with for today's end.
This is great. We were talking before how important it is to use the wine, or what wine to use to make a statement.
Yes.
To say something important.
We were talking about this case. We were imagining that we have sold a startup for $1 million.
Yeah.
What will we drink to toast?
Yes.
So, of course, with wine, you're also always making a statement. And I think that champagne is still the number one for great celebrations and great toasts. There is champagne, it's sparkling wine coming from France.
Yeah.
It's a really special wine because in France they are developing sparkling wine for hundreds and hundreds and years, and they have hundreds and hundreds of bottles and barrels that they can blend together to make every year amazing feeling of sparkling wine, so of champagne. So I would recommend for a very important meeting or end of very important meeting of a deal, of course, champagne. And this is the prices are ranging from $40,000 to $40,000 per bottle. So it depends on how successful your deal was. You can choose in this range. So
that's interesting. You know, the number that we're having with the deal, and also the number that goes with the wine, combined somehow. But we can, at any opportunity, if we use a sparkling wine, just celebrate. It's okay. It doesn't have to be the bottle for 40,000 euros, or?
No. Today we will celebrate with very nice sparkling wine from Slovenia, from this area. We will not lack anything, so we will not miss the taste of the champagne because this is almost as good. So I cannot say it's the same because I really respect the tradition of the area of Champagne in France, but we are very close to them, so we don't lack a lot.
Okay. We are making a lot of mistakes opening the bottle of sparkling wine because some of us don't have an idea how to do it. I have learned something, but I would really like you to show us and teach us how to do it the right way.
So if you do it at home or if you do it in the company, if the waiter or the sommelier in the restaurant is not doing it for you, it's really important how to open the bottle of sparkling wine because people got hurt already. You have seen the videos on YouTube, people, the corks were flying around, the bottles were slipping from the hands and then jumping around the room. It can be dangerous. So people were hurt by opening sparkling wine. So listen carefully.
Okay.
We have here this black line, which we will remove just to take off the clothes. So not the clothes, but the cap
of the bottle.
Yeah, but you can still do it nice and elegant, like undressing a person. So here we have, you can see that we have cork and we have this protection that the cork is not flying out. So you must always keep in mind that the bottle could be under a lot of pressure. So always when you remove this protecting
wire,
you should be prepared that the cork will fly.
Oh my God.
So you can see now I'm holding it with my finger. And all the time I'm holding it like this. So now I will try to open it and always holding it very carefully that it doesn't fly out if it is under.
But you kept the wire on?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I have better grip on my hand.
Oh my God, that was all?
It's ready.
That was very elegant.
It's open.
I didn't hear anything. Is that very important that
so
there's no sound?
So the wine professionals, we try that we open a bottle of sparkling wine with at least less sound possible. So no popping, no sounds. So we just heard a little psst, and this is enough.
Were you turning the bottle or the cork?
Both.
Both.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when you
in opposite direction.
Unleash this wire, when you release it, then you already get the feeling in your hand under how much pressure the bottle is. So you see how fast the plug is coming out. If it's coming very fast, you must keep it down. If it's coming slowly, then you move the bottle a little bit and you get it out. So you have seen probably also in the internet people opening the bottle of sparkling wine with sword or with glass.
Yes.
This is also possible. You can do it like this. But because we want to enjoy a nice bottle of wine, we will not hit it. We will not cut its neck. We will just open it elegantly and pour it into the glasses.
Just to have a question, because they're opening, the bottle is like shaking and then...
Shooting?
Yes, the longer it goes, the better it is.
Maybe for the New Year's Eve, for some very lively celebration, this is okay. But for sure, for the business meeting, this is not what you should do.
Yeah, it's elegant.
Yes,
shortly.
Elegant, slowly, and always remember to smell the cork when you have opened it, so to check if it's infected or not, if the wine is okay or not.
Okay, how do we pour it?
Usually we pour the sparkling wine and you hold the glass in your hand because this angle, how the sparkling wine is coming in the glass is very important. You see the bubbles are not coming from the glass, they are not cappuccino coming up, so it's nice and elegant. We are not spilling anything. We are doing everything very slowly. And this is how you should also do it at home.
Okay.
So now we have 2 glasses of a nice sparkling wine. What we can observe now are these small bubbles of CO2 coming. These are the CO2 chains. We are not using the flutes. At this moment, we are using the glasses for fresh white wines.
Okay.
So if we would be using flutes, these chains would be even longer. But flutes are not as recommended because when you smell the wine, there is very little air inside and also only CO2, and it can have a burning sensation in your nose. So this is why we use slightly bigger glasses.
Okay.
So again, as I told already yesterday, first we take a look at the glass. We observe this play of small playful bubbles
Yes. Very nice.
in the glass.
We do smell it too.
We do smell it too. So in the sparkling wine, there is not so much character of the grape, but more character of the process. So what was happening in the bottle with secondary fermentation. So
Okay. Now, another thing. Do we salute?
we salute like this. So we raise the glass and we look in the eyes.
Okay.
We can also touch slightly with the glasses, very gently.
Okay.
But we don't hit with the glasses very strongly, because then all the bubbles are released in one moment and you don't have this sensation of playful bubbles on your tongue when you first sip it.
This is the reason. This is
Yes.
the right reason, because people were saying, or I was listening to someone, don't do this, because you cannot, or the sound is not supposed to be heard. So we can do that, but
Yes, of course, but
gently.
just very gently, so you don't release all the bubbles at one time, and you can enjoy the bubbles in your mouth. So
Okay.
now when we will take the first sip, you must be very careful, because this is a sparkling wine made with classical method, and the bubbles are very small and gentle, and they will leave very gentle and velvety taste and a feeling on your tongue. So if it would be Charmat, the second method that we can make a sparkling wine with, the bubbles would be aggressive and they would tend to blow your mouth open, but this one is really, really very gentle. So
okay.
try it.
Salute. We will try it. Very beautiful.
Elegant, nice acidity,
Yeah.
and it's very good for appetizer at the beginning of the dinner or something like this, because it will cleanse your tasting buds. Again, the bubbles are really, really very gentle, very small, very elegant, and it leaves a nice, pleasant aftertaste.
That's true.
Good.
Now, because we have, I think, 2 more minutes, okay? We have another bottle.
Of course,
And we should,
yeah.
because it's a different bottle, just to show that we can have a different bottle of sparkling wine too, with a different method and made it a different way,
Yeah.
and also the cork is different.
You can see that there is a crown plug. There is no cork on top. This is pet nat or pétillant naturel.
Yeah.
And it's made in a special way. So it also has bubbles, but the wine was filled in the bottle before the fermentation was finished.
Okay.
So the end of the fermentation was in the bottle, and it is under pressure. And we will try to open it slowly and release the pressure.
Okay. So I think it's more difficult to open a bottle like that.
With this one you have to be really careful. You can hear
I can see it.
the pressure
Hear it,
coming
yes.
out.
But, you know, what is important, it can also be for celebration, because people think that we need this cork to open just to have a special sparkling wine, then to celebrate, but we can also do it with pet nat,
Yeah,
right?
so pet nat is now really trendy wine,
Yeah.
because it's very refreshing. You can have it rosé, white, like in this case.
Yeah.
And it's very good if you have some picnic, some friends over at your terrace in summer. Pet nat is always the winner. You can just take it from the ice. It should be very cool, very chilled. And everybody will be very happy because it's nice, refreshing, and drinkable. And the bottle will evaporate in the moment, I guarantee.
Thank you very much, Ernei.
You're welcome.
We're going to Podim competition, the finals, so let's salute to that. And thank you very much for being
You're
our
welcome.
guest, Diane and Urban. Let's go.
And now back to Daniel, and we are here to start the finals, the pitching competition Podim 2021 pitching finals. So we are here from Monday, from 121 startups presenting on the demo day, down to 10 on Tuesday, semifinals. And we are here now at 5:30, starting the competition finals. And who else could be the host of the finals than wonderful pitch professor Daniel Cronin. Hi, Daniel.
Hello, my friend. It's great to see and hear you again. Very much looking forward to this. Thank you very much for having me. And yeah, I don't know if someone's pitching, I like being around. Thanks for mentioning my nom de guerre, as they call it, the pitch professor. Actually earned that couple of years ago, but that's a very long, very different story. However, I'm looking forward to seeing the pitching today. And you said it already, we've had 121 teams pitch at the demo day. Out of them, they were weeded out to just 10 who made it to the semifinals. And today, we'll have 5 teams pitching their little hearts out to potentially win the grand prize, the main prize, which is a fundraising boot camp in London and a year at Tomorrow, free desk there as well. And obviously, they're not in it just for that, but they're also in it for the glory, because that's why we actually really do it, right? It's not just about the prizes, it's about taking the coveted cup. Sounds a little complicated, but there you go. Now, the rules are quite simple. 3 minutes pitching, 5 minutes Q&A. I'll tell you in a second who's going to conduct a Q&A, because it's not going to be me. You've got some people who are way smarter than me who are going to grill them. No. I mean, obviously, ask them supportive questions.
Before we go all into the details, Daniel, I don't know if you noticed that we virtually switched the places, right? We are now in the pitching competition finals pit. You see, everything is gold, everything is shining. And before we announce the throne winners and go to the pitching finals, we have one beautiful video to introduce us, to get us ready for the finals. And then you do your golden magic, Daniel. And
very much looking forward to that.
All right. So the regie, please roll the videos and let's start with the finals.
We are ready for the final and most exciting act of the conference, Podim DX Pitching Competition. More than 100 startups and scale-ups have pitched in front of the investors and corpos in the last 2 days. And now the time has come for the pitching competition of the top 5 startups. Curious to know who will be the winner? Let's find out.
That's right. Now let's find out. I thought the goal had something to do with Bitcoin today, but that's probably a nasty joke. And half of you people go, don't mention Bitcoin. Nothing happened with Bitcoin. Not mentioning Bitcoin. I know it's a bit of a tricky thing, but anyhow, I just kind of explained the rules roughly, but just gets back into it again. 3 minutes pitch, 5 minutes Q&A, quite straightforward rules. And we have a very specific and also quite easy to follow evaluation criteria. I'll just kind of fill you in on that. We're going to evaluate by 3 topics. Number 1 being product. So obviously, how good or bad is the product? Number 2, team. That's always a very special one because we all know it's always about the team. And of course, market potential. How big can it get? How big of an impact can they create? But as I said before, it's not down to me to evaluate this criteria, but to some people who are a lot smarter than me. And I'd say in no particular order, what I'd like to do is I'd like to announce the jury. And as you know, moderators always get half of what they say wrong anyway. I would rather like to say, I'll say their name, say the company or fund they're representing, and they tell you in a short sentence who they are and what they do. Number 1 and number 2, no pressure. You tell us what you'll look for in a pitch. And here's the best part. You try and put all of that in 1 minute. No pressure, but let's just turn the tides. No pressure, but I know you can do that. And let's start with, I've met you before. I know you're going to really be good at this. At the founder of the Tomorrow Tech Hub. No pressure, Francois, but I know you'll be amazing at this. Good to see you again.
Likewise, good to see you. And hi, everyone. Francois, I'm the founder of Tomorrow, which is South London's largest co-working space. And we help companies grow and get financed. And I'm also the founder of Fundraising Bootcamp, which is one of the sponsors at Podim for the third year going. What I'm looking for in particular is going to be obviously the three categories that have just been mentioned, but also I'm looking for something that I can take internationally and grow into something non-national, non-local. Sounds obvious, but a lot of companies get stuck into their home markets and really struggle to think bigger. So hopefully it's not going to be you.
Thank you very much. Good to see you again. Now let's move on to our next regular, whom I'd normally meet in person, now in this setting, the founding partner of Fil Rouge Capital. Hello to Julien Costuri. How are you, Julien?
I was muted.
Don't worry, brother.
Everything is fine. Everything is fine. Look forward to being live maybe next year and seeing you again.
That would be good. Now tell us, what excites you in a pitch? What is it you're looking for?
What excites me? Well, I like to dream. So, I think the founders need to, there's a fine line between augmented reality and lying. And I think that this is this fine line that I like to hear so that I can dream and be prepared to write a check.
I like a fine line between augmenting reality and lying. Okay, that's something the pitching people will have to try and discover how fine that line is going to be. Haven't heard that one before. It's a very nice definition. So that's quite good. Let's move on to the managing partner of South Central Ventures. Hello to Tatiana Sabausimikuts. Hello, Tatiana. How are you?
Hi. Always great. That's what my friend used to say. So it's just getting better.
It's just getting better. Well, I hope it's been good before and even better now. But tell us, you've heard some things before. So what is it you're looking for in a pitch?
Well, I guess very similar to Julien, I would say, the vision and the energy and determination that you're going to make it happen without making it too much of a dream or fantasy. Mm-hmm. So, looking for the founders that will actually shape our future.
I'm liking that. So if there's kids in the room, just kind of cover their ears. Basically, you're saying dream big, but don't bullshit, which is very nice way of putting it. Okay, that's nice. I'm liking that. Let's move on to the founding partner of 500 Istanbul. Good to meet you, Rina Onur-Sinoglu. How are you?
Good. Thanks for having me here.
Thank you. Now tell us a little bit about yourself, and of course also, what is it you want to see today?
Sure. I'm one of the general partners at 500 Istanbul, as you said. We invest in early tech companies from Turkey and Eastern Europe. We've been around since 2016, operating under 500 Startups Network. In a pitch, I'm looking for something fresh I haven't heard before. In a business, I'm looking for exciting companies going after massive industries, basically what everybody else is looking for.
I'm like, something new, something big, something no one's seen. Easy. That's no pressure again on the ones pitching. They're like, man, I hope I got that covered. Yeah, partner at Speed Invest. Always good to see you. Hello to Michael Schuster. How are you?
Hey, very good as well. Thank you.
That's good. Now, tell us a little bit about yourself. And of course, you know the drill by now. What haven't they covered so far? What kind of excites you?
Yeah, it's kind of hard to go after all these luminaries in the industry, and then they're all looking for big, bright ideas and big visions. So I'm going to go against the stream and just say I'm looking for a good story and something that can be done. So I'm looking to see people that can actually execute against these big visions, and ideally, some cool products. I like good products. And as we invest in seed, the only thing that's really there is a product to judge. So I'm going to look at that.
I'm liking that. And again, it was no particular order, but I know it's getting tricky by now, but I bet you've got that covered. Of Iris Capital, a partner, and her name is Itzia Esteves Lataya. Good to see you. How are you today?
Hi, Daniel. Thank you very much. Very good.
Tell us a bit about you.
So Iris Capital, we are a European venture capital fund. We've been around for many, many years, I think 30 years or so. So one of the first actually VCs originally from France, which means that we've seen all the ups and downs of the VC industry. And we invest in particular in B2B software, both in early and late stages.
And I mean, we've heard a lot about the specifics of pitching today. What is kind of the first thing you look for when you meet founders in a virtual setting like today? Because it's a bit different than meeting them in person, right?
Yeah, I would combine maybe a bit the two ideas that I heard, and I say it's to find a very sharp approach to address a big industry. So not only the vision and the idea, but really concretely, how is the team going to execute on that?
Mm-hmm. That sounds good. Now, just to kind of get the rules sorted again, thank you all for being so spontaneous. I hope you out there took note because there were some very smart parts in there. Now, again, it's 3 minutes pitch. And when the 3 minutes are over, we're going to hear a horn. Now, I have not heard the horn so far. And look, judging my headphones, I'm unsure how the horn is going to sound. So I hope it's very hornish, but not too hornish and not too loud, whatever that means. But just be warned, at the end of the 3 minutes, something loud might happen. Okay. I was expecting something like totally crazy, but that's okay. Yeah, it's okay. I'm a bit disappointed, but I'm fine. I can work with that. Just kidding. And then we have 5 minutes of Q&A. And how are we going to do that? Well, basically, we'll do first come, first serve. Now, we'll try this as good as it works online. So basically, just unmute yourself and shoot, and then I'll just try and select. Obviously, first come, first serve means, yeah, you get the idea. You're investors. You understand the principle. Now, I'd say without any further ado, I think we've got basically everything covered. So we'll have the 5 pitches. And after that, I'll take the jury with me, and then we'll deliberate and probably come to a winner. I'd say so far so good. And I'd say let's start pitching. And our first team has a very interesting name. It's called Platform X. Promising. From Bosnia-Herzegovina. Hello to Maria. Maria, how are you so far?
Hi, I'm doing well. Thank you so much. What about you?
Good to see you. I'm excited what you have in store. Now, are you all ready? Everything in place where you need it to be? Your slides ready? Everything?
Yes, everything ready.
Good. In that sense, if you're ready and the jury is ready, then the stage...
I'm not sure I can hear you, Maria, and I'm seeing thinkware on my screen. Are we completely disconnected, or is it just me?
I'm unsure if someone else is having that trouble. It's good that you're voicing that issue, Francois. Now, Maria, maybe you can just say something. Tell us where you're based and what city that we can hear if your voice is all clear.
Okay. So I'm in Bosnia and Herzegovina. The city is sunny Banja Luka at the moment.
Francois, how about that?
Yep.
That was like, okay, that's fine. So any other comments? Everyone's happy. If you're happy, I'm happy. Maria, whenever you're ready to go, the stage is yours.
Thank you. So hi, everyone. My name is Maria. I'm the head of global sales and marketing at Dwelt. We are a startup company specialized in the energy sector and actually the fastest growing IT company in Bosnia and Herzegovina. With our software product, it's called a Platform X Core. We represent the digital backend of the energy business. So how did we get to this idea? Basically, we saw that existing softwares in the industry come from a different time. They're quite outdated, inflexible, and usually require high maintenance. On top of that, we are seeing that the market is becoming liberalized. There's more and more retail energy providers emerging, and all of them need IT expert systems. On top of all of that, we are witnessing the largest energy sector transformation in history, where renewables are taking over fossil fuels. So due to all of these reasons, existing nowadays IT solutions in the energy sector should basically serve as the main tool for achieving competitive advantage of energy suppliers, and that's exactly where Dwelt comes in. So our Platform X Core, it's a cloud-based software solution which is covering all meter-to-cash processes. It encompasses 6 different modules. The heart of the Platform X Core is billing, which does not refer to just a pure calculation tool, but rather it's an advanced automated software solution that covers all of the workflows of one energy supplier. Currently, we cover 30 business processes within our modules, and these include billing and financial insights, automated smart meter readings, meter data management, customer management, market communication, as well as advanced business intelligence, analytics, which are based on machine learning algorithm. So important to mention also is that Platform X Core is multi-utility, which means we're present in power, water, gas, and biomass as well. Our business model is software as a service. We generate revenue from implementation costs as well as monthly recurring rental fees. Up until now, we issue 750,000 bills per month with 100,000 smart meter readings. Our sales so far have been 7.5 million euros. The most important part of the presentation, our team, it's Stefan, founder and CEO. He also has one startup behind him already, which was Oligo, a competitor to Uber back then. Dragoljub, he's our senior expert in IT, also PhD graduate, extensive experience in IT. Srđan as well, our tech geek with extensive experience in software development. So basically the core strength of our of Dwelt is our team, which is managed on the basis of holacracy management. We're about 25 people with 3 PhDs within our team in the context of big data and machine learning. To finish off what we're looking for Series A funding round in order to internationalize and move our...
And the time is up. Thank you very much, Maria. And I'd say without any further ado, let's start with the Q&A session. Whoever wants to go first, going to go first. I can see Tatiana is unmuted already. Start, please.
Yeah, so quite impressive track record. And I'm really glad to see a company from Bosnia and a woman representing it, which is not so often you see that. So to go to the question, you mentioned you had 7.5 million in sales so far. In what period of time was that?
So we were founded in 2015, so about 6 years.
That's cumulative. And what was last year's sales?
Last year's was 5.7. Basically,
Okay.
What happened is that we achieved market leadership in our market. We got the largest power supplier.
And you're currently present in Bosnia or other countries as well?
Currently in Bosnia.
In Bosnia. And just one more question. You said that your revenue is implementation plus subscriptions. What part of that was implementation?
What part of the revenue of the whole 7.5? Well, it depends really on each contract. Each contract is quite different due to length of the contract, due to different factors that are involved. But usually let's say the licensing, for example, licensing is the recurring revenue for us. And that is paid out each month for each client of ours.
Thank you. Let's move on to Julian.
Actually, I had the same questions as Tatiana.
Okay, fair enough. Who else has a question? Francois.
Thanks for that. I know it's very difficult to start. I love the space because I love the massive wide opening of utilities. I don't understand as a pitch. I have no idea what you actually charge for. So I've done the basics, number of bills, revenue divided by this, but obviously there's implementation costs. Do you have a business model yet, or are you still at product market fit, trying to figure out where to insert yourself? You mentioned SaaS platform, you mentioned volumetric billing, and then loads of other stuff. So what is it that, if you were to do one thing, and what would it be? Not multiple things.
Okay. So when it comes to revenue, there is licensing, there's maintenance, there's training, there's implementation. So all of those are different for each contract, obviously. But what about, I didn't get the question of the product market fit, what you asked.
So what's the actual service that you guys are providing, I think is the question.
Mm-hmm. It's basically a software platform. The software platform covers all of the business process of an energy supplier. So basically, we're selling the software to our end customers, basically utilities, energy suppliers, etc. If that's the question, I'm not sure.
You're trying to be the management platform for an alternative utility provider, starting with electricity at the moment. Are you trying to replace things, or do you have to be the first one when a new electricity provider gets born?
So we have 2 target markets. One is, as you said, new energy suppliers that are just coming to the market. What we are seeing, for example, in Germany is that Billa, which is a retail company, is coming into the energy market. So basically, they don't have the background in the energy. So they need a platform that covers all the business process so they can operate successfully. And then on the other side, there's big established utility companies, those big ones that need to digitalize and innovate to stay up to date with the industry, basically.
Thank you. 1 minute.
I have a lot more, but I don't want to occupy the whole space. So, you guys go, otherwise I'll finish.
Yeah,
Okay, let's see, Michael.
I have a question because it's also very rare. You said that you're operating under holacracy. Why is that? And how does it work for you at the moment?
Okay, so the founder chose that way of functioning because it's an IT company. There's a lot of innovation going on, and we believe that without that flat hierarchy and everyone being able to step out and give their ideas, implement something when it comes to software development, I think we wouldn't be on the level that we are. That flat hierarchy really, really helped a lot in terms of software development.
How many people are you at the moment?
25. So 22 developers and then 3 business people.
Okay.
15 seconds. Itzia, if you like.
Yeah. How are you planning to go international?
So we're looking for an investment and we would like to expand through a strategic partnership.
1 second. That was on the dot. Thank you so much. That was perfect time management. Those are the points I can award. The rest I'm not qualified to do so. But thank you very much to you, Maria. Thank you very much to the jury to being on point. And that was our first pitch. Don't forget to take your notes. Guess what? We'll move on to the second pitch. We're going from Bosnia and Herzegovina all the way to Switzerland. Let's meet of Price Hubble, Jörg Bus. Hello, Jörg.
Hi.
How are you? You good?
Yes, I'm fine. Yes. Yeah, it's really great to be here.
Fantastic. You're looking good. I mean, all your setup around you looks quite professional.
Thanks
Anyhow.
a lot. Yours as well. I don't have that beautiful colors in my bag.
Nor do I. Until Urban said, as I said, I couldn't travel to him. He said, don't worry, I'll bring the studio to you. So they brought me all that stuff to Vienna and I learned to be a light technician and blinded myself 3 times in the process. Anyhow, I can talk. I can't set up lights. Yes. Now, before we get into those details, are you ready? You're comfortable?
1 second. Yes. Yes, I am.
If you're ready, we're ready. Then whenever you're ready to go, stage is yours.
Okay, thanks a lot. So, hi, we are Price Hubble, a fast-growing and scaling international PropTech company. We are specialized on digital products for the real estate industry based on advanced technologies. My name is Jörg Bus, and I'm the Managing Director of Price Hubble Austria. So, it's working great. Real estate is the largest asset class worldwide. Really, everyone has a financial or emotional connection to real estate, but it has a huge problem. The market is non-transparent, inconvenient, and unreliable. It is almost impossible to dive into and understand the market and its dynamics with the available information. And that's why we at Price Hubble pursue this mission. We want to collect, organize, and analyze the world's real estate information and make it insightful and actionable for everyone along the residential real estate value chain. Thereby, we want to scale globally and valuable locally at the same time. This vision we want to reach, the vision we want to reach is to set up a new level of property and market insights to create new finance and real estate ecosystems around the world. Everything we do to achieve this goal is based on an extensive, extremely valuable data pool. From here, we can generate property market price estimates and forecasts using the latest technologies such as explainable AI and machine learning. Building on this, we have developed a variety of digital solutions for real estate, financial, and insurance professionals that allows them to power new efficient ecosystems. What does it mean in detail? In the first step, we are collecting millions of data from different sources, open data, commercial data, or partnerships. This data includes, for example, points of interest, socioeconomics, transport, or evolution data. It is then evaluated with our automated valuation model and calculates property values such as the statistically most likely sale and rental price. Based on this, we have developed a real estate dashboard that maps all the important price-sensitive factors of a residential property. It is easy and intuitive to use. Further solutions then enable the valuation and assessment of more complex properties, such as multifamily houses or entire residential portfolios. Why we are the best player in the market? First, we have one of the European largest and best data scientist team focused on real estate. Second, we are using the most advanced deep learning and AI methods that allow significantly better predictions compared to, for example, hedonic approaches. Third, we have a strong focus on UI and UX so that our products are understandable and intuitive. How an ecosystem with PriceHubble can look like. With our products, it is possible to reach customers at every point of the journey. When they're looking for a property, need a proper information for financing, thinking about investing in renovation, thinking about to sell their property, or evaluate their wealth for future investing. Our clients can provide their customers with a relevant, real-time real estate information at any time, and thus remain in permanent dialogue. Well-known investors and over 600 clients trust in our products and services we offer in 5 European markets and in Japan. Our journey is far from over, and so we are already looking to the next markets. Yes, okay, and investing in the expansion of our team.
No, brother. Don't do that, brother. No. I see.
Yeah, but the time is over. It was important. Okay, yes, for sure.
Yeah, I know, but maybe it's the first question. But I can't judge that. By the way, just a tip on the side. I'm just getting that from the people behind the stage. They're telling to our jury. In case you have troubles finding the right screen, the screen to look out for is Lobby Studio M, and you can pin it. Probably you all know that. In case you don't know it, pleasure. Pin it, and then you'll be able to see all the details. You learn something new every day. Anyhow, now it's time to get to the Q&A part. The 5 minutes are running whenever the first of you is going to ask their first question. Julian is unmuted, so you, I believe, want to go first.
Hi, Jorg. Could you clarify for me who is your end customer and what is he buying exactly from you?
Yeah, my end customers. So we have 3 personas. So we have the advisors. They're realtors, appraisers, financial advisors, and so on. And they are buying basically our product that's called Property Advisor. That's some sort of a valuation software for evaluating single properties like houses, multifamily, and so on. Then we have the explorers persona. These are mainly developers. And the third one are the optimizers, and these are asset managers, portfolio managers, and so on. Family offices. So these are the optimizers. These are the 3 personas we are addressing with our solutions. And we have a service where that's called our Dash. And we also offer every single product that we have in our basket. We offer API solutions. So we have for every single valuation, we have API endpoints.
Now Tatjana, and I believe then Rina, who also unmuted, and then we'll go to Francois.
Yeah. So what do you have like different packages for this different types of clients that you're addressing in terms of pricing and business models you're using?
The business model is more or less every time the same. We are a SaaS company, a pure SaaS company, so we are doing no individual programming or developing. That's the reason why we offer this extensive API solution. So for the bigger companies that really need to have our data in their platforms, they really use our API. And yes, for sure, we have different plans. Like you can buy yearly contracts, or you can have yearly contracts with us with a contingent of 30 or 50 dossiers or 600 dossiers. That's up to the client.
Thank you, Rina. Sorry, Tatjana.
Sorry.
No, it's okay.
Okay, Rina.
I hear the claims behind the strong machine that runs on the data, but can you elaborate a little bit on the data sources? You talked about some commercial proprietary data that you pull into your system.
Yes, for instance, there are some data sources that are not freely available, like socioeconomics and social demographics data, and these are for instance sources that we really buy. And there are other data that we achieve from our clients directly. So some of them provide us with the transaction data, for instance, the realtors. Yeah, they give us the data and they benefit from it by reducing the prices a little bit.
Thank you, Francois.
I'm going to start with 2 comments because I hope the other guys and the other pitchers are also watching this. if you read your pitch, you're the most boring person on earth. And at the moment, every time you answer a question, a reply, you're amazing. You're clear, you're structured, and it feels like I'm talking to a human person. I will always read quicker than you can speak. Always, especially in English. So that's number one.
That's fair.
Number two, a pitch deck without a single number says, this is how we make money, this is who we are, and this is the size of the opportunity which we're chasing, and no competition immediately gets defaulted into the bin because you're not being truthful. So you're going to have to build the basic blocks to get people interested. That's my comment. The question I have, you're part of a fantastic industry called the AVM. I'm sure all of us know it here. AVM is a super sizable industry. You have the Zillows in the US. You have pretty much a leader in all of the major Western blocks. You're in Central Europe starting small. You're in Austria, which is in the middle. Great. What's the plan? Where do you want to be? Do you want to take on Zillow at their own game and be 6 years behind because you think you have something they don't? Where do you fit in the AVM sector?
So when it comes to the further expansion, at the moment we are really focusing Europe, and we have one pilot in Japan running and building up the business over there as well, and then we will decide what comes next after it. In the AVM sector, I think I did not really get the question. Where do I?
So you're in the super early stages, totally fine. It's a massive sector, and there are some big players with way more funding, way more people, and they will say way better technology than you. Have you either identified a niche that they can't do as well as you, or do you think there is a new generation of horizontal platforms that you can take on? Otherwise, you're just saying, "Oh, I'm just a poorer, smaller copy of something that already exists." You know what the investors are going to think.
5 seconds.
Okay.
What do you think that you have that others don't have in your competitive side?
I think our business is pretty new, and we have very good ideas and want to build up really.
And I'll have to cut in here. I'm so sorry for that. The time is up. We'll have to be fair. Everyone has 5 minutes. So sorry about that. Francois, thank you very much also for the feedback. Thank you very much, Jörg. Thanks. By the way, if you're listening in and you're quite new to this pitching thing, just a small tip. I've recently started writing on Medium. If you look for Daniel Cronin, the pitch professor on Medium, you'll find some tips on how to pitch and how not to pitch. Just have a look at it. I had to plug this now because it was perfectly fine. Anyhow, let's get back to the actual focus. We've got 2 down, 3 to go. And our next pitch is from Alexa, and the company is called Mueco Logistics Solutions, I hope. There's always one startup name I absolutely butcher. I have a feeling it may have been yours, but I'm not sure.
So much. I'm here. Hi, everyone.
Hey, Alexa. How was my pronunciation of your company's name from a 1 to god awful to 10 amazing?
You know what? I'm not the judge here. We have other judges. Let me tell you about the company, and then you'll
Okay, that's very diplomatic. Okay, anyhow, that's a very nice way of saying, Daniel, it was horrible. But okay, if you're ready to go and you've got everything the way you want it, let me know. And as soon as you start presenting, your time will be on. You ready?
Okay, I'm ready. Let's do it.
Stage is yours.
Thank you. So my name is Alexa, and I'm co-founder of Mueco. You decide how bad you were. I have an experience working with startups before, as well as the corporate companies, and I really understand how the innovation could be integrated for enterprise specifically. My co-founder has a great technical expertise in hardware, software, both. So we have created an IoT solution for logistics, and I'm going to tell you what we do. Our big belief is that all the companies that are producing goods should have more control of that, meaning they have to digitize it in the nearest future to get an access and change things on the go in order to save money or have a better supply chain. So we're now focusing on the logistics of sensitive goods, food, pharmaceutical, and chemical, and expensive electronics. So how do we digitize things. We produce sensors that are really low cost and non-invasive, so it's like a sticker. And then the sensor collects the data, not only about the location, which is pretty basic, right? But about all the environment around the products. Not only during the supply chain, but also on the storage conditions. And the data is being absorbed into the software platform, which is our core product, and most of the cases integrated into the existing ERP systems of enterprise. So how does the product looks like? You can see a simple sticker put on top of the box. Usually we focus on boxes, on products, not on the pallets and containers like others do. And we collect the data about the location, temperature, vibration, humidity, light, and opening detection to send the alerts about any risks that might happen with the shipment. Just a reminder, we work with the sensitive good logistics, so it's pretty much applicable. So we save time and money on quality assurance or on understanding how the issues could be solved on a fingertips in real time, which is way different from others. So I have a lot of numbers here. I'm going to skip it for the sake of time, but that would be my slide to answer your questions. How we are different. So there is a competitive market, plenty of companies out there. What we do differently. First, we do disposable sensors. None of the companies do that. So there's no reverse logistics of the sensors, which is a pain. Then second, we provide 100% data ownership. We use blockchain, we securely send the data directly to the product owner so they have more control. And also we have a very scalable business model where we charge clients per shipment and we do not make money on the hardware. We don't make money on the software. Here it is. I think we're
the
about
time
it
is up. Thank you very much. I'd rate myself, by the way, a 5.5 out of 10 for your name. I think that's fair, but okay. Not 6,
okay.
not 5.
I have plenty more slides to answer your questions.
Here's a lot of numbers, Francois. Pick one. No, just kidding. So who'd like to go first? That's the drill. Unmute yourself, ask your questions. Julian, I can see you've unmuted.
Can you give us some ideas of the business you're making, maybe? Approximately.
Sure. The business we're making is we've signed 8 big enterprise companies in 2020 with no salespeople in the team. Now we have executive VP of sales in the US, which is digesting the pipeline of clients you can see in the middle. I don't know.
Can you give me a number of what you're going to make in 2021, maybe?
Last year, we've made 0.7 million. This year, we're going to make 4 million IRR in 2021. So we're scaling pretty fast.
Thank you. Tatiana.
Yeah, I think you were just interrupted and did not have a chance to explain entirely your business model. So how do you actually charge your clients?
I said we charge them per shipment. We do not make money on a hardware, just on a software like internal, so you would understand how we make money. But it's transparent pricing for the client. They can watch their shipment in real time for from $2 to $15 per shipment. So pretty much it depends on the volume. If it's millions, that could be dropped down to $2 per shipment.
Okay.
Thank you. Who would like to go next? Who has a question? Just unmute. I'll try and see it. Itzia.
I was wondering, the customers that you won, were they using other things to track their sensitive shipments? Or is that for you more of a greenfield? My sense is from having seen some verticals are already quite penetrated. Are you going after new ones or are you attacking those?
Great question. We're not going to container tracking, which is crowded, and pallet tracking, which is crowded. We go down to the shipment level, which is not crowded at all. And those who do that, they require to use the reusable sensor, and the company has to ship all the sensors back to them, like Rome be one of our main competitors. And that's the back channel of shipment is a pain for the clients, so they are trying to use some other solution.
And why is it important to go to the individual box level and not the container for temperature, location, and so on? Wouldn't the container be good enough?
Unfortunately, this does not allow us to understand the conditions of the shipment in a precise manner like we do, and identify the risks in real time. That's not possible on container and pallet level.
So could you give an example?
Of course, vaccines. You cannot track the container in order to understand what is the temperature of the vaccines being tracked.
Thank you. Any other questions?
Very last question on price. I saw the range is quite large, between 2 and 15 in a sensitive market. Is it the number of sensors, the difference, or?
The difference is when we provide a starter kit, in order to make money for us as a startup, we have to provide the starter kit on $15 per sensor per shipment. But then now we have contracts with the big enterprise companies approaching like millions of shipments. And that could be an opportunity for us to drop down the price to $2 per shipment.
Thank you, Francois. 80 seconds.
Two things. It's a well-known market. It's huge. Pricing is very high. Everybody has picked up on it already. The question I have is, do you have anybody in the team that actually has done this before or understand the sector? And number two, your competition, where do you position yourself? Not the product itself, but as a business.
Thank you. Great question. So first, my co-founder, this is his fifth company, and he's in a hardware software space and done a number of things before. Second of all, our executive VP of sales, we have hired him from Pegasus Logistics, one of the biggest American companies, and he's a big believer in what we do. I'm the expert of operations and managing people. And then related to the business, we now primarily compete with other solution providers for digitizing, like making a digital twins. But we want to change that a little bit and go to the market of and partner with logistics companies so they can resell the data to their clients. I hope you understand what I mean. That's a new approach. And we see more value and immediate revenues from that approach.
And the time is up. Thank you very much for that. Those were 5 minutes of Q&A. That was pitch number 3. Now let's move on. Thank you very much. Let's move on to the fourth pitch. The company is called Think Treasury. From Romania, here's Cosmin. Hello, Cosmin. How are you?
Hello, everybody. Greetings from Bucharest, first of all. Hope you have a very nice evening. Okay, let's start somehow. Do you see my screen?
Can't see your screen just quite, but besides that, you're comfortable, yes?
Yes, I'm comfortable. I'm in my home, so it's okay.
That's perfect. We could just see your slides, so that's perfect as well. Everyone else seems ready. You were born ready. In that sense, whenever you start, the time is going to go. Stage is yours.
Thank you very much. So we are Thinkware. We are a European startup headquartered in Bucharest, in Romania. We are in the business of putting open banking at work. And I will start with this. Hopefully, my statement is financial life for companies is really hard. Not only for the consumers, for all of us, but for companies is also really hard. Why? Just look at our friends. These are customers, real people, Alexandra, Stefan, and Danka. They are all in the financial management of large corporates. And they have some pains, like they need to work with a lot of banks because none of their companies is not choosing only one bank to work with. And they need to enter in all the interfaces of the banks in order to take the data from there and then put it in reporting and different tasks in a daily. What we do is we already have an data aggregation infrastructure, better tested and also already used by the banks, very interesting banks that are awarded us first of all for innovation and then worked with us in order to consume the data from the other banks. We were accelerated in different corporate accelerators. Right now, we are just right now in Visa Innovation Program in Southeast Europe. So what we do? we take this aggregation platform that we already have, and we create a single point of contact, software as a service product like Salesforce.com for treasury management for large SMEs. And not only an interface, but also an API. This is how it looked like. If I will have the chance on your questions, you just name demo, and then I will show you this application. We are not alone. Like Francois says, we are, it's also Cobase, Omicron, and Cashforce taking this opportunity to use open banking for the corporate the treasury management. Cobase is a spin-off of ING Bank, so you might heard about it. But we want to be the king of the jungle, first of all, in Central and Eastern Europe, which is a very huge market. And we want to conquer this as a stronghold for our home market and then go further in the next years. We have what we need. We have a mix of banking and software development knowledge. We were working for the important banks, some of them also in the other slide. And we did it from scratch, this solution, in order to make it work. These are the founders. So I used to work with ING, G Capital, Force Bank, Guarantee Bank. My colleague in operation used to be Chief Operating Officer for all worldwide operations of Ratum Bank. My CTO used to work in Middle East and Africa for Dell EMC as senior architect for critical infrastructures. This is the inglorious bastards of open banking that you'll hear about more soon.
The time is up. Thank you very much. Very kind of you calling your team the Inglorious Bastards. But again, that's fair enough. You can call them whatever you like. You're the first one to be unmuted, Julian, again. You're very quick.
Hi, thanks. Good presentation. What you mentioned API connectivity as one of your key differentiator. Can you just tell us how does it make you such a key player in the industry?
So, for example, there are markets in which we are the first one to make available open banking. The first market that we first touched in production interconnectivity between banks was Croatia back in the lockdown, and right now we are working also. In September we launched Romania. So we are the first infrastructure that made possible launching open banking in Romania for the market leader Banca Transilvania and for the state-owned bank Czech. We are working right now to cover up more countries. So we already have the capability to connect and manipulate the data. It works. We are doing right now POCs with large corporates, and I show you some names. In order to test and develop all the products for this data to be used in real cases, in real life for the corporates.
Thank you. It's Tatiana and then Rina.
Yeah, so you currently don't have operating revenues or something. So you're just doing the testing in environments.
We are having operating revenues for the banks that we are working with. So it's Alpha Bank, Banca Transilvania, Raiffeisen Bank, OTP. So we are already having contracts for helping banks consume the data with our core infrastructure. But in the case of this product, it's early stage and it's in POC mode. And hopefully in August, we will be ready to make it commercial, to transfer the POCs in commercial. We already discussed the commercial terms. I don't know if you can see my screen right now, because it's in the meantime, I can show you some sneak previews from the solution.
Exactly are you charging for, and to whom?
So we are charging the corporates, let's say one name, Coca-Cola, Hellenic, or whatever. And it's a monthly fee for using the service. It's like I've told you, it's like a Salesforce.com for treasury management.
That was going to be my question. Who's the ideal customer? Is it like legacy enterprise companies that don't have the technical capability to run all of these API integrations themselves, or newer, smaller companies that don't have the resources? They might have the technical capacity, but don't have the resources and just want a one-stop shop.
None of the companies, let me tell you, 99% of the companies, either legacy or new, they cannot or it's very hard for them to do this aggregation of data APIs. First of all, because they are it's regulated, and secondly, it's like a pain in the ass. Each and every bank has this data with a single plug, so you need to have like a universal plug in order to do this. So the middleware space is something that it is demonstrated to be very important in this case. So you won't see Coca-Cola connecting directly with 30 banks in CE. You will see Coca-Cola connected to a middleware to use the data from 32 banks.
Michael.
Isn't that also something that will greatly impact your ability to scale? Having to manage all these connections and all different banks, and then they change something in a system, and then in the end you end up developing a lot of stuff for sort of that use case.
So it's not, because when you do the connector when you're covering a country, let's say, in order to cover, for example, Croatia, you only need 7 banks. If you do these connectors with 7 banks, then you cover Croatia. Okay, you need to maintain that connectors, but you scale it because all the companies using the banks in Croatia will use the same connector. So it's like a network effect.
Thank you, Francois.
Right. Same as always, please simplify. Imagine I'm your neighbor. Tell me in normal terms. There are companies like Yodlee in your space. There is Open Banking 2.0, which has come out. There are umpteen, Trey, Zapier, all of those guys who are moving into this space. So what makes you different? I understand you're super early stage. You're at QC level product development. Show me how you plan to make money if you don't make money, or how you think it's going to be a business that can scale. You've seen the questions. Nobody understands whether it's a small business and a development team that charges for their time, or whether you're a product company that can scale internationally. And it's difficult to read at the moment. So
5-second answer, please.
Yeah.
It's a product. It's a product. You will hear about it, and hopefully you'll hear it before we do an IPO at Nasdaq, like our neighbors from UiPath.
Okay, and the time is up. That was an interesting answer. Thank you very much. That was the 4th pitch. One more pitch to go, and the company is called Zenon. And here's Blaž. Good to meet you. How are you today? You're still muted. It's the word 2020 and 2021. You'll need to unmute, my friend.
Second word is, can everybody see my screen?
That's what you said.
I'm doing fabulous. Everybody able to see my screen?
We can see and hear you now. We currently cannot see your screen, but I hope that's just going to be a thing of a couple of seconds. Michael, you kind of predicted that would happen.
The technical team will have to pin my screen. I'm sharing it.
Okay, so we'll take our time until we see your screen. I bet they're working on it in the background. There's your screen. Besides that, if you're comfortable, everything is in place and everything is in order, then whenever you want to start and the time will go. Stage is yours.
Let's go. So I'm Blaž. I'm co-founder of Zenon. Our tagline is Buy, Sell, Chill. So over the past 10, 15 years, we've seen a massive digital transformation. What has happened is experience for users has been simplified, elevated, and consolidated. So if you think about it, Spotify is all your music in one place. Kayak is all your travel in one place. Amazon is all your shopping in one place. And you're probably hoping you had something that would gather all your purchases in post-purchase space. Well, here it is. Zenon is all your products in one place. So what does that mean? We are essentially a product assistant. We make product ownership smooth and easy. The way it works is you buy a product, you scan the barcode or receipt, then you're able to insure it, you're able to track warranties, have an access to user manuals, tips and tricks, buy accessories, repair or make a warranty claim, sell, donate, recycle, or buy a new product as well. So on the other side of the spectrum, we have problem and solution for brands. And I come from this space. What happens is brands spend 150 billion euros a year on acquiring users, on marketing, right? Now, after the users buy their products, only 2 to 5% of them actually register, which means that to great majority of the users, brands and retailers have no way to reach out to. So what we do is we put those brands in touch with their users by enabling registration and then empowering cross-sell, upsell, and resell, and delivering a better customer experience for the users. So our team consists of the brand insiders like myself. I used to work for Brown in the HQ, and which is a part of Procter & Gamble in Geneva. And then the tech team has built award-winning apps before in Silicon Valley and Europe. Our business model has essentially 3 prime commercialization streams. There's brand partnerships, insurance partnerships, and retailer partnerships. For each of them, essentially, our unique selling proposition is that we put them directly in touch with their users for the very first time. So we are looking for co-investment alongside the leading Swiss venture capital fund to scale business partnerships and technologies. So far, we signed 9 brands, 14 insurance companies and financing companies, including some of the biggest insurance companies in the world. We have top brands interested. We're part of Plug and Pay batch, and we've raised 750,000 euros so far, including putting in our own skin in the game by putting our own money. So I would like to thank you for your time. Really, really appreciate being here. And I would be super happy to answer any questions you may have. Please join us on the journey on revolutionizing the post-purchase experience for users and brands alike. Thank you very much.
Boom. And at least from the timing, that was the most efficient pitch. 20 seconds to go. Everything's been said. Tatjana unmuted first, then Francois. But you're not going to get extra Q&A time. Just saying. That wasn't an investment or anything. But yeah. Tatjana.
Good pitch. So how much integration do you actually need with the brands? Like, understand if you buy a product, I guess not every product can be registered with the platform just like that.
So currently, we actually don't need integration so the user can add any product, right? Because we have an access to the barcode database that has a coverage between 70 to 80% of barcodes in the world. And then we also are able to add the products via the basic scanning the receipt or forwarding the email as well. Now, if the brands decide to integrate with us, which they should, it takes us from a technical point of view 1 day. But of course, in reality, this is, a few weeks of work usually between the sales team and so forth, right? Just to making sure that we get all the data. Now, in reality, as we scale, this should be a 1 day work per brand.
Okay. And how do you price your service?
So what we do is we have the packages depending on the size of the company from 5,000 to 10,000 euros for having the brand space, right? And then we commercialize out of the extra sales as well, right? Of course, we can be extremely competitive over here because the most lucrative market in the world right now is performance marketing. This is where Alibaba plays. This is where Amazon plays. This is where Google plays, right? Therefore, the CPA that you're able to deliver and still being able to profitable is quite attractive for the companies.
So it's CPA wouldn't be like revenue share on upsells?
Yeah, I mean, it's out of the models. Currently, we go for the commission on the sales, but going forward, it's going to be CPA. And of course, another thing that I didn't point out actually in the pitch, but the brands that we work with and the retailers as well, they help us with user acquisition. They put us in the packaging, right? And this delivers them a good pricing as well, right? Depending on what they offer for us, what sort of user acquisition they deliver, they're going to have a different pricing model as well.
Thank you. 3 minutes to go. I believe Francois, Rina, and then I also saw Michael.
Okay, I'll be super quick because I'm being told I'm too long. So the best pitch by a mile. The others should really listen to this, at least understand what you do, how you make money, and where you're at in the milestone and what you need. Hallelujah! Finally, one. You're the closest thing to item base. If you know those guys, you should have explained that because your sector is not completely new. I love it. And you are forgetting that you are, as a proof point, because people will think, it's too small, it's not going to scale internationally. Look at Farfetch and the US, who are now all above 4 billion in valuations, doing this only for one sector of the product range that you do. So why are you keeping to the barcodes where you can take existing sectors that don't exist here in Europe, is my question.
So the question is, why are you focusing in Europe, or why are you focusing on?
Why are you focusing on items that already have users and marketplaces wanting to do the resell for you?
So I'm sorry, but I don't understand the question. By the way, thanks a lot for the compliment. Could you just elaborate a bit further?
What are the products that you think are going to fit your business model best? In which order?
Okay, got it. So the way we work is, and the way we see from the users is, it's usually a price point, right? It's durable goods, right? And can be anything that is like, let's say a jewelry, a washing machine, a bike, and so forth. The price point depends on obviously the income of the person and their basically psychological profile, right? If you will, right? So some people would put everything in, and some people would put anything, will start off only as a few €100 or maybe even €1,000 and so forth. So things they really care about. So therefore, we see that thing, but we want to get in a way to acquire users in a way that basically it's just one ping away, and then they add it, right? It's zero effort. That's where we want to go to, right? And then you have basically the full ecosystem. Of course, where the conversation comes to that point of in, as well as this data insights and so forth, right? And basically having the offline and online in, that's a space I come from. As a brand, you cannot get the data very, very quickly. And this could basically revolutionize that. Will revolutionize that, sorry.
30 seconds, Rena.
My question was already asked and answered, so go ahead.
Michael.
What are you seeing from the early users that you have? What is the main use case that people actually want this for? Why would I use that?
I mean, we start off, right? We start off basically adding the product, then you have a warranty alarm, making sure it doesn't run out, right? Having it basically all in one place.
And I understand the concept, but from the user data, what's the hook that you currently see?
So the hook we currently see with the users is that they want to be in control, right? They want to. It's people who early
I'm
adopters
afraid
are the
time
ones
is
who
up,
wanna be
Sunshine.
in
That
control
means
of
when you
the
have
thing.
to stop talking. Thank you very much. It's good to be a stubborn founder. That's important, right? I'm so sorry, but the rules are all the same. I feel so impolite other than doing that now. Yeah, I'm so sorry about that. It's part of the job.
Okay.
Kind of comes with the job.
Daniel.
My pleasure. Anyhow, you know how it is. A pitch is always just considered a conversation starter. In a pitch, you earn time for a good Q&A session. In the Q&A session, you earn time for, let's say, a 10-minute call, a 1-hour meeting, a half-day workshop, and at the end, you IPO or exit, right? That's the kind of idea. So don't worry, it's just starting. However, the pitching has just ended. Ooh, that was smooth. That was a smooth one. I'll have to take note, but I don't. Anyhow, so those were our 5 pitches. I'm kind of quite happy. I'm happy I'm not in the shoes of the jury because that's going to be quite tricky. However, I like to have an initial assessment. I like to be quite curious to see what Diana and Urban have to say about the pitching because they know a bit about it themselves. So what's your verdict so far?
Hey, from the golden room here in the studio, it was quite impressive, super intense, super short, everything on time, and I was quite impressed with the diversity of the teams and the products, and also from the country's perspective. It's really great to see such a colorful bunch of companies and founders, which is really great. All have great, products and teams. So congrats to all. Yeah, I'm really don't want to be in the shoes of the jury because I think it will be quite a hard choice. What do you think, Dan?
Yeah, you said that they were quite on point or straight to the time, and that's because Daniel obviously did a marvelous job at stopping them when they should. Interesting also some patterns to observe. A lot of the startups, not only the finalists as well, but the ones in the semifinals, a lot of B2B solutions. The jury, they were very fierce, I have to say, some more than others. They didn't forgive anything, not a mistake. I think the pitches were quite sharp, and of course that's thanks to Peter as well for helping the startups. Overall, really good professional speakers. I think we had a good quality of startups. As you said, really hard who's going to be winning this year competition.
Daniel,
maybe tell me, please.
So, go ahead, sorry.
I was just going to be curious because I know it's about winning the competition. However, there are a couple of benefits also connected with winning the competition. Maybe you can tell me 1 or 2 things about that.
Yeah, so the benefit of winning the competition is a full fundraising bootcamp in London run by Tomorrow. So Francois' expertise and his comments and precise, help in founders is exactly that. So all of them that are looking for funding, they'll get like a really intense, hands-on, no BS, course in London, and how to raise funds in their really best tomorrow co-working space. So I'm really excited about the price.
It should be called No BS Fundraising
No BS
Bootcamp.
Fundraising Bootcamp, by Francois Mosdier. And Tomorrow. So Daniel, I think you earned an additional title. So you not only are the pitch professor, but you are the stop professor because everything was on time, right?
I'm the blunt professor.
I believe the jury is waiting for you in the breakout room. So you should join them. They reach a verdict in a short time, I think. So we'll catch up later. We are now, and wish you, fun in that, green backstage room with the jury.
Smooth deliberation.
Yeah.
Thank you. That sounds like fun. Let's fly away.
Fly away.
Fly away. Like now.
Bye. Bye. And we are flying to our nice, cozy living room where we have 3 guests. So 3 lovely moderators that help us to really, through our smooth ride through those 3 days. So at the beginning of our short feedback session talk, thank you all, really great. And of course you, Diane, here on my left.
Real pleasure.
Like to wrap it up, the conference, your impressions, about how it was, how you feel, what was your highlight? I would like to start on my right with Peter.
Right, so my highlight, listen, I have to firstly say, what I really love about what you guys have done, what all of us have done in a way, and we've all played our parts in some way or form, is that for somebody who buys a ticket or who joins us during our last couple of days together, they've had so much to go for, whether it's corporate innovation, whether it's fintech, whether it's just staying here in the lobby and being entertained by you two, or maybe ideas about moving your body, which we all saw certainly earlier on. Very entertaining, I must say. So there's so many different things going on, and the great thing about all of this is all recorded, and so you can actually, if you want to, just kind of do a Podim binge if you wanted to on pretty much everything that's been going on. So whether it's pitching, whether it's the ideas, whether it's actually a resource, that's what we've got. And that's the kind of thing that stood out for me from an event that is only really the second year you've kind of really pushed this as a kind of hybrid digital experience. So hats off to you, and it's been really great being part of that. That's what I would say.
Hopefully, I wish that that lobby sections where there was a yoga classes will not be recorded. But anyway, this is another thing. I have some connections with the organizers. So as someone who's coaching, pitching, and how was your overall experience with the founders? So you were there Monday, Tuesday, today. Like any, impression, one thought that is crossing your mind, a hint, advice, what would you say?
Yeah, I think from listening, okay, at the beginning on the first demo day, I didn't listen to every 160 plus founders' ideas. Who could? Maybe there was somebody in the team that actually, if there was, you get a gold medal. But the thing is, listening to 32, and then that gets squeezed down to 10, and then as we've heard today, 5. Each time, it's really, really important to keep listening to what other people are saying. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to do what they say, but just take on board that feedback, because there's always something that you're not doing that somebody else sees. Even for me as a speaker coach, as a host, even for you as a TV presenter, even for everyone here, there's always something that somebody else sees or notices that actually can actually help you. Right, so my advice would be, look back at your pitches. All the startups that pitched today in the Slovenian startup competition as well. Look back at what you've done, and you'll see something that you'll say, actually, that I like that. I didn't know I did that. How I moved, how I said something, how I came across, something in my eyes, perhaps. And you'll also see maybe something that you didn't quite like, maybe that you think to yourself, why on earth do I keep saying the same thing? Have a look at that, and then as you develop, you'll learn to kind of pull in the things that you keep doing well and take away the small things that you're not. So it's constant improvement and constant development. Yeah.
Really great point. Thanks. Stojan, to you. So 3 days here in Maribor. Studio 3, presentation, hosting, moderating, mentoring. So what else? Tell us, how did you feel? What's your, let's say, thought about it? What's your idea? What's your impression?
Well, first of all, it's been a pleasure to be able to fly again after 14 months. So thank you guys for the opportunity to be here with you and to actually be part of the team, at least. It's a little bit strange that we don't have the speakers around, we don't have the audience, we have to keep some rules and restrictions, but I just want to say that last year when all this happened and you guys decided to go digital, I think you really made something special, but I think the level this year is way higher. And it's on the one side, coming from this amazing technical team, and I want to give a round of applause if we can here in the studio for the technical team. Thank you guys for really pushing the level forward. But I also think the level of the presentations from the speakers also, it's just a completely different level. I have a feeling this 12 months since the last conference, everybody had a chance to learn how to use virtual presentations and to make their slides, and it's been just such a pleasure to listen to these sessions, really high quality sessions with lots of practical insights. So I will just support Peter on this one. You guys have to go and watch the recordings. If you've been listening to maybe Studio 1, Studio 2, you want to watch some of the other sessions as well, because the quality of the content was really, really high.
Thanks. And the quality was there also because of you, all of you moderators, great, doing your fantastic job. So thanks again. Before we go to Daniel, who's also with us, Anita, short wrap up, your thoughts.
Yes, I'm impressed because, we cannot forget, like Stojan already said, not only the technical team, but also the Podim crew. Doing a wonderful job. We're always, or sometimes, forgetting about that because we are here on the scene doing a great job. And behind the scenes, there's so much going on. All the support, not just the support, for everybody that is coming from around this podium, or all the startups and the customers, but also for us. Because if we didn't have this great team, we couldn't make this wonderful conference. And like Peter said, watch it and look at it, because this nonverbal conversation that we're having, it's saying so much about people, about us. So also doing yoga in a way, it's facial yoga, it is a yoga, office yoga. We showed a lot with this nonverbal conversation. And most of all, we showed that we are people with heart, with big hearts, and we're caring, for the environment, business environment, for the startups, and for each other. And this COVID situation cannot do anything. It cannot harm us. We are here, we're doing the job, and we did a great job. And I would like to really give compliments to each moderator, to everyone, to the crew, and to organizers. So thank you very much, and thank you for letting me be a part of this great show.
It was great having you. Thank you very much. To Vienna, Daniel, short wrap-up of this year's event.
Always love it. Podim is always a very special experience for me. It's always fun to come. And the thing is, I always love meeting so many old friends and making new ones. That was spectacular. And still always amazed by the things I get to learn and what you lot always manage to do. And what I also really love is like the way the team in the background work just so efficiently and so much on point. And yeah, very, very much enjoyed myself. And I think I have to keep the lighting, or at least get something similar to it. I'm really getting a hang of this. It's nice. I've blinded myself 9 times so far. That's a morning ritual the last couple of days. Plug in the lights, get blinded, not see anything for 2 minutes, nearly walk into my ring light, and then try and get coffee not spilled over my beard, which is quite an interesting way to start the day. Besides that, I love the whole concept. I love the way you lot invented a new sport, which is heel yoga, right? Heel yoga, which we're probably going to do on stage.
That's going to be the highlight of the show.
Yes,
this will be the highlight.
We should do that. Yeah, we should do that next year in Habakkuk on stage. So my shoe size is 43 and a half. If you can get heels, I'll be doing
we might
heel
struggle
yoga.
with that, Daniel.
Daniel,
Yeah.
next year in Habakkuk, the main attraction in the entertaining studio is Daniel in heel yoga. So
yes.
be ready. So start practicing.
I love talking myself into really dumb ideas. That's how I got the first person to. Yeah, I mean, it's a true story. That's how I got myself to be the first person to have pitched in free fall and to have ridden on the back of a GP motorbike, and now to do heel yoga on stage next year, which is probably the dumbest idea of them all.
Man has to have some challenges. So yeah.
Imagine I tell my wife, look, I've survived free fall, I've survived MotoGP, and then just to break my ankle on heels doing yoga on stage. That's like not the nicest thing in the world. Could be worse.
You would win another award. Thanks, Daniel. Great to have you. Great to have
Thanks
you.
for having me. See you soon, my friends.
Now,
stay safe, all
I'm
of you.
introducing and inviting on this virtual stage 5 finalists.
Our startups, yes.
Or startups. But before, I also like to invite all the participants that are still with us to connect on the Zoom. In the Identify app, you will get the Zoom link. So we will all see you on screen here. So we have a big screen around us. I think there's a place for, 60, 70 people. So feel free to join us. And Diane, I leave you to the 5 finalists to have like a final word,
Sure.
final announcement.
Yes, we'll have a small chat just before we announce the winner. Hi, everyone, and congratulations to all of you for what you've achieved this evening and also throughout the event. I'm just going to shout a couple of questions, and we can just go in any order, or probably just to keep it easy, I'm just going to point out some names. In this screen, the way I see it, I see Maria on the far left, and then Blaž on the right, on the far right. So I'll call out some names, but you've been pitching for 3 days. How was your experience so far at Podim? Did you have time at all to maybe connect with other people, watch any session? Maybe starting with Maria first.
Sure. So yesterday actually was the busiest day of me starting to work at this company. I had so many meetings that I just couldn't believe. My day was never ending. And then I had the pitch in the morning, which was good. So I had that in the morning so I can leave the rest of the day open for meetings. In general, amazing experience. It's our first time at Podim. Really unforgettable, the amount of reach and awareness that we got. It's really incredible, and really great job to your team, to all of Podim team for making this happen. It's really a great online event, and I'm happy that you managed to make it, even though the situation is difficult with the physical events.
Thank you so much for your kind words, Maria. Jörg, you are next, at least in the screen I'm looking at right now.
Congrats to you and the whole Podim team. It was really a great pleasure to be here to take part. Yes, for me it was a constant mixture between normal meetings for Price Hubble here in Austria, and then switch back to the Podim. We got some very interesting contacts and very interesting VCs contacting us. So I'm looking forward to the next conversations. Thank you.
Thank you as well. And I think what you and Maria also mentioned, these connections that you guys have made, I really hope some would evolve in more than just a meeting. This is something that is a bit hard for us to track, but hopefully we will hear from you if something happens. So fingers crossed for that. Alexa, how about your experience? How were your last couple of days?
Quite busy. Besides Podium, we had a lot of meetings, but related to Podium, I really like the questions from the jury. And I believe the bootcamp for the winner will be really beneficial because the expertise of the juries is obviously really high. And some of them approached me to suggest some collaborations and some of the paths that we can go along to get better results. So I'm very happy with that.
Thank you, Alexa. Cosmin, how about you?
Yeah, I was impressed. So first of all, in this pandemic times, it's very hard to organize this kind of huge event like Podium. And I was really impressed. It's the first time that I participate to Podium, and doing the pitching in the final is totally unexpected. I liked very much the fact that you made a very high quality event and a very high quality atmosphere, and also the fact that I saw a lot of VCs. I believe even for them, it's a good opportunity to get out from their houses in order to have new scouting opportunities. And I'm very glad. I'm very glad that I'm here.
Thank you. And I hope it's more than just VCs. And obviously, there's been a wide range of audiences from corporations as well. A lot of you have, most of you, or all of you actually tonight, have really interesting products, more appealing to B2B companies. So I do hope these meetings are not just with investors, but also potential customers in the future. Blaž, you are the last speaker in this sequence. How about your experience so far?
Well, I gotta say that I attended a few of these digital events, right, in the last year during COVID, and this one was by far the best one. I mean, in terms of organization, in terms of the attendance, in terms of how we manage everything, it was the closest to one, being live. I would say, in terms of how it makes you feel. And we're looking forward to seeing you live next year. It's actually our first time that we're at Podim. And we have part of the team that is actually from Maribor. So, that would be super excited to attend as well. Now, in terms of partnerships, you managed to bring together people, really, really impressive, from jury to corporates. And, we had some great grilling from the jury. We had not expected we would make it even to the semifinals or 32 and so forth. So thanks a lot for that, and for the opportunity for that. Really appreciate it.
And thank you, all of you, for first applying, pitching, and ending up here. Well deserved. I would have more questions for you, but we've just been told that we actually have a winner. So please stay with us. We will announce it shortly, and I'll pass on to Urban now.
Now, before we go to announcement of the winner, Diane, you are a wonderful co-host, so to wrap it up also with you. So your last impressions before we wrap it up. And
You left me the last one just on purpose to make it so hard. I mean, what else can I say after Peter and Stoyan and Daniel and Anita mentioning all the great things and our 5 finalists, really? What else can I say?
No pressure.
No pressure. I mean, first of all, it's been an honor and really a great opportunity when you reach out. I'm happy you reach out. And I hope this is just the first of many conferences that we might spend together, perhaps in different sort of capacity and partnerships, who knows. Really impressed with everything that you guys have done. And maybe just to emphasize what Anita said, it's been a lot of work for us, but I think really a lot of the legwork and the hard work has been on your team. So to me, just congratulations to all of you for what you achieved. I've been running other events in the past. I've done small and large events, and I know how stressful it could be. And I think it's been flawless so far. So I don't know what else to say, but then it's been an amazing event, an amazing experience.
Thank you, and let's end it in an amazing way. The winner announcement is here. Let's hear the music. Matej, the director of Podim DX, will join us on the stage. Let's hear the winner announcement music. Starts to playing. All right, Matej.
Hi.
Glad to have you here. Since we are wrapping up already, your thoughts at the moment?
I'm happy.
Right.
I'm happy that startups are happy, that investors are happy, that my team is happy,
exhausted, but so so thank you for everybody to join us and everybody to share with us all the thoughts and all the best wishes, and definitely we work hard again to do it again next year. So thank you everybody, really.
All right, so the last tag, so all the participants join us on Zoom, mute yourself so we can proclaim the winner. Okay, we have quite a lot of you here. Everybody just wave a little bit so we can see you. Oh, Aleš Pustover, Aleš Blatnik, hi, Aleš. Nice to see you there virtually, great to see you. So, Matej, you have golden envelope in your hands for a reason. Who is in there? Let's find out.
Okay, so the winner is Platform X.
This is like warming founders are winning again.
Congratulations, Maria.
Thank you so much. This is such a surprise, really. Wow. I mean, as I told you, it's our first podium, you know, and we reached this high. It's really, really great, especially because it's also, we're a company from Bosnia. So that is also a great cause as well, that we're the winners, probably one of the first ones from Bosnia. So really, really, really proud of my team, and thank you so much to the jury as well.
All right, so we were talking about on Monday in the wrap-up session with Marija Nakic from last year's winner about her kind of output or the result and everything out of the conference, and a lot of benefits are still following. So what will be the next steps? What would you do next in next weeks, months with your team? First, you have to, of course, celebrate, right? This is the most interesting part. Yeah, how will the celebration look like? This is my first question. So, the celebration.
We'll basically bring everyone from the company, because I think it's everyone's contribution to this, to coming to this point of winning something like this, like a podium competition. So that will be the first step, and then second step, we'll get to business and take the mentorship and everything that we'll be provided with as the winners. And I'm really, really hoping to our internationalization, because that's our main goal. And I believe we'll achieve that with this program.
Yeah, so I think the fundraising bootcamp with Francois in London, I'm sure it will be live, so it will be really useful for you, since you are just in the right stage of for this fundraising bootcamp, which will be, I'm absolutely sure, amazing. So you said that you are fundraising, so Series A. Are you already in the process, or are you still at the beginning? So tell us a little bit about that.
Sure. So since the beginning of this year, we've been in early talks, mostly with a couple of investment funds, but so far it's been early talk. So this is actually everything worked out perfect for Platform X and for Dwelt, really.
Great.
Maria, I'm really looking forward to following your progress. You mentioned you are from Bosnia, and I'm sure you're very proud of that. I'm very proud you're from the region. I'm very proud you're a woman, first of all. So congratulations for everything you achieved. It's very well deserved. As Urban mentioned about London, really aim high. It's a great market. There's a lot more opportunities for investors as well. They might be more open to discuss as well. So fingers crossed for that. You said it's your first podium. We hope to see you back again next year. And if you were to, everyone as an entrepreneur as well, you're aiming quite big. What's your kind of big audacious goal with your company in the next few years? Where do you want to go apart from international expansion?
Mm-hmm. So we absolutely want to develop our product market basically. We have one product for now, Platform X, but we are in the plans of developing some other additional products that would be related to energy sector. So apart from internationalization, that's something that we're looking for. We still want to develop our products. So there's a lot of work to do, but it gives us a lot of a motivational boost, definitely.
You know what is a funny fact? Basically, I just noticed that since we have online or digital editions, the winners are female founders. What's the connection?
I'm sure it's just a coincidence. I actually think the reason it happens.
Peter, what's your take on that? What's the connection?
I have no idea whatsoever. I mean, we'd have to. I don't know. We haven't got a plan. I don't know.
Stoyan, you're a creative guy. You know, there must be like some creative connection.
I mean, listen. I mean, next year, 2022, if it's a woman again, then there may be a pattern.
And
then there may be something there.
I think it's going to be a woman again. And that's, I mean, we've seen it, we've heard it many times. There's many more female founders coming and being backed by VC. So, but anyway, this doesn't have to do with anything with Maria. It's very well deserved. Congratulations again. Best of luck. And I will personally follow your progress. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much and congrats. Thank you, Maria. All the best. And we are definitely stay in touch for London. So to wrap it up, Daniel, last goodbye in a digital way.
Oh, not the final goodbye.
I would
just for now.
love to. Yeah, not the final goodbye. As of for now, I like that. Thank you so much for having me. Seriously, I think some of you out there probably there with amazing idea thinking, man, I'm not sure if I could do that or not. Yes, you can. And I'm looking forward to meeting you next year on stage with your amazing ideas. And here's one word of advice. There's only one person in the world that can stop you, and that's you. So don't be that person. And I'm looking forward to meeting the top 5 of you out there next year, 2022. And again, Urban, Matej, amazing team. Diana, so good job. And all the others, happy to meet you again sometime soon. Thanks for having me, and bye-bye.
Thank you, Danny.
Bye-bye.
This was from the moderation crew here in Lobby Studio. I'm giving up the word to Anita, who has like interesting guest who will lead us in the final act that, of course, has to follow every celebration, every great conference. So there is like a interesting person right from you. Anita.
Yes, thank you. If you thought that was the end of Podim, you were wrong, because we never left you without the music, right? And if we said that the right way or the proper way to celebrate is with champagne, with sparkling wine, we will do that later. We also did some of the celebration, and this is a special occasion because we have to celebrate because we have a winner, but also the music is something that at least we Slovene people like to celebrate with. And Team Urbania is also with me. Hello, team.
Hello, Anita.
I'm so happy to have you
Yeah,
back.
It's nice to be back.
Yeah, really. So thank you for being with us. Yesterday,
yes,
you had a special show. Some music was going on here, and I think that our audience could see that you were actually made us dance, you know? Because when we hear music like that at the end of the event, we cannot help ourselves to dance.
This is what I do.
Yeah, and this is the reason why you like music and you gave music to us, right?
Of course, it's the only mission. I mean, from every DJ, it's to make people dance.
Yeah.
And to make people happy.
Okay. Did you get some responses to yesterday's show?
I mean, I saw some videos from you guys on Instagram.
Yeah.
And I reposted them. I also saw yours, so I reposted.
Okay. Yeah.
But this is a digital thing, so.
Yeah. People just love music, you know. And because we had a really short conversation yesterday, I would like to know more about where this love for music with you came from. When did you start? When did you start noticing that you love music in a way that you want to give it to other people, you know? Because we usually just listen to the music, we enjoy the music, and rare people are thinking about doing something else with it, or being a musician, or being a DJ, or MC.
Yeah, I mean, it happened like 20 years ago,
okay.
or something like this. Obviously, it was a joke. I mean,
Really?
it happened from a joke because
Everything happens with a joke.
It was like a birthday party or something like that.
Okay.
And they need a DJ, not exactly DJ. They needed someone that will take care for music and for everything else, for the sound system, for.
That's how it starts.
Yeah,
yeah.
So it's a bit funny story, but. After that, I received some calls from the bar owners.
So you did a good job.
Yeah, obviously. I think so. But back then, I wasn't playing specifically electronic music. I mean, house music. I played everything. So, after that, as I told, I received some paid gigs, actually, in the bars. So I was still playing commercial music and stuff that people wanted. And after that, I was a resident DJ in one bar, in the local bar.
Okay.
Yeah, they made a house party. I didn't know specifically what that means, but they said it is going to be a house party with house music. So I called some friends around and I said, I need a vinyls. I mean, records. So I borrowed some of them. I bought some of them because there were no record shop in my territory. So
area.
In the area. So and I started practicing. I also borrowed one turntable. So it was fun. But to make a long story short, after that I decided that this is going to be my thing. I still didn't know that it's going to be a career or something like this, but I said, okay, if I'm going to play music, I want to play house music because I really like it, and the rest is history or what.
You have a great mission,
Yeah.
I think that everybody would just like to do a music job, right? Urban has just joined us. being that you have a job where you can listen to the music all the time. I was working on the radio for more than 10 years. And I know how it is to have your hearings and you're listening to the music all the time, and it's really special. And I think when I was pregnant, that actually my child was listening to the music all the time, and that is why he's, I think, a little bit of musician. Maybe that was something that your parents did to you, no?
No, maybe. I think I should ask them what happened.
Yes.
But back in the days, nobody was thinking about being a DJ could be also a career,
Yeah, I know.
It was just a joke, just to play music and have fun. Yeah. But after that, let's say 10 years ago, this thing became so popular, so DJs became the real rock stars, or even bigger than the rock stars. So if someone asked today, why did you become a DJ? It might be fun for them to hear what's my story actually,
and it's a great story.
Why I've been doing it. Yeah, because everybody loves music now.
I know.
What about now the new kind of the new generation or new channels of playing or DJing like are popping up also with this new technology? So NFTs, we see DJ Umek played his first concert on NFT. So new monetization models, so new business models. So there were no concerts, no clubs for like almost 1.5 years.
No live audience, right?
Yeah, live audience.
Since you mentioned NFTs and stuff, I don't know much about it, but I like the idea. I like the idea where this is going, and I think that in the way to monetize your work as a musician or as an artist, it's a great way to do it now. But I think that it should grow a bit to judge or to get a clearer picture about what exactly is going on.
Maybe before we let you and do your thing that you love the most, maybe just did you basically how did you develop your taste of music or style of electronic music that you are playing? Is all the career all of your career the same, or it's changed?
No. It's the same like everywhere, because you are growing and you're developing yourself constantly. It's the same with the taste for music, but there is some similarities with the music that I started to play and the music I'm playing now. But of course, I went up and down to the electro stuff and to the more techno stuff and to tech house stuff. And now I'm back in more housey, disco vibe, funky stuff. Yeah.
We like it very much, and we can't wait to hear it, so
Yeah.
we can dance it and celebrate the event. So
Let's do it.
Thank you much. Yeah,
Thank
let's
you.
do it. Let's do it.
It's ready, right?
Yeah.
So we will accompany you there to your work position.
I'm
And
waiting.
then you will do us the pleasure of listening and dancing, right? This is how we will celebrate.
How do you call this? Is your stage, or how do you call this? Is our
It's a digiboot, probably.
A digiboot. Okay.
Yeah,
All right.
kind of.
Okay, so let's go.
I like
Okay,
it.
let's do
Okay.
Anita will escort you to your digiboot.
I will. I will be a great host, you know?
Oh yeah, you are.
Okay. This is your place of work for today.
Would you like to try or something?
I don't think, oh my God, there are so many buttons, but you know,
Yeah.
since I was working on the radio and I was also a technician, not only a
Yeah.
moderator, you know, maybe I could go around with something, but I think I will leave this job
No,
to
no,
you.
no, 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 no. Wait.
No,
Since you're
don't
already
try.
here, just okay. Let's do it like this.
Yeah.
Press the play button.
Okay, that is all I have to do, okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Do it.
We are
Congratulations.
on. Thank
You
you
did
very
it.
much. Enjoy, because
Thank-
we will.
Thank you.
Thank you.
When you speak, I get weak. I can't think, and I sink. When you speak, I get weak. I can't think, and I sink. When you speak, I get weak. I can't think, and I sink. When you speak, I get weak. I can't think, and I sink. get weak. I can't think, and I sink. When you speak, I get weak. I can't think, and I sink. When you speak, I get weak. I can't think, and I sink. When you speak, I get weak. I can't think, and I sink.
Oh no, no, don't get it, get it. 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 You've been burned down. You've been burned down. You've been burned down.
Can you feel the beat? Whoa, you're turning me on. Love gets warmer, body moves closer. That one with the rhythm, 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 the rhythm. Don't stop moving, you're making me hot. Ooh, your body, girl, make the fellas go. The way you ride it, girl, makes the fellas go. Ooh, your body, girl, make the fellas go. The way you ride it, girl, makes the fellas go. Ooh, your body, girl, make the fellas go. The way you ride it, girl, makes the fellas go. Ooh, your body, girl, make the fellas go. The way you ride it, girl, makes the fellas go. Ooh. Drop your supersonic on me, like my puppet bass dirty. Let that beat bang on me. Come on and drop your supersonic on me. Your supersonic on me. Drop your supersonic on me. Like it when you make it dirty. Let that beat bang on me. Come on and drop your supersonic on me. Your supersonic on me. Drop your supersonic on me. Like my puppet bass dirty. Let that beat bang on me. Come on and drop your supersonic on me. Your supersonic on me. On me, 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 on me. Drop your supersonic on me. Like my puppet bass dirty. Let that beat bang on me. Come on and drop your supersonic on me. Your supersonic on me. Drop your supersonic on me. Like it when you make it dirty. Let that beat bang on me. Come on and drop your supersonic on me. Your supersonic on me.
just cause our window shot don't mean I'm looking to buy. He says he's dynamite, but it was just alright. He left happily, it's all the same to me. You wanna take your time, don't rush to settle down. You wanna see the world, you wanna shop around. Cause men will come and go, that you already know. Why listen though, because I told you so. It is what it is, it is what it is. Just like this, it is what it is. It is what it is, it is what it is. Just like this, just like this. It is what it is, it is what it is. Just like this, it is what it is. It is what it is, it is what it is. Just like this, it is what it is.
it is. It just happened.
I'm lazy when I'm loving, I'm lazy when I play. I'm lazy with my girlfriend 1,000 times a day, I'm lazy.